What's up, Conroe High School? I'm Deontay. Welcome to World Talk, KTIG's talk show. Today we have a coach and two players from the basketball team, and they are here to talk about this year's basketball season and what the future holds for the team. So stay tuned for today's edition of Real Talk. Once again today, we would like to welcome our special guest panel. Let's start by first welcoming Coach Houston.
Hi, everybody. I am Coach Houston. This is my 7th year as head coach here at Conroe High School, my 9th year overall being at this wonderful campus, and thank you guys for having us today.
Next up, we have Sarah Sewell.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I've been on varsity for 3 years, and I also do track. I do high jump.
And lastly, we have Daniela Galindo.
Hi, my name's Danny. I'm a 2-year varsity player, and I play soccer.
So now that you know who's here, let's start out with this. How has this season varied from the past seasons?
The obvious, the COVID situation. We have had to make many adjustments on the athletic side. A lot of the things that we usually do, we haven't been able to do. Safety has been our main focus, and then, you focus on the winning, and I think that has been a struggle, but the girls, they adjusted well, so that's been the biggest difference.
Sarah, personally, how has this season been impacted by COVID?
Well, obviously, we have to wear masks all the time during practice, and we even had a little COVID scare back in November. We had a game canceled, but I honestly think we were just fortunate to have an entire season and make it to playoffs, so we were lucky.
What was the biggest struggle overall, do you think, for just the team in the season?
In the beginning, I believe it was us realizing that, masks were going to be such a huge part of everything that we did.
Right.
Huddles were different, breaks were different. So anytime there was a stoppage in play, you had to make sure that your mask was up. You had to make sure that you were away. And with basketball, you're constantly running. So
right.
If you have a mask on, it makes it hard for you to breathe.
Right.
So that was, it took us a while to get used to it. But once we did, it was just like clockwork. Everybody knew, hey, back up, pull your mask up.
Danny, So what was the best part of this past season?
There was a couple. It's the locker rooms before games, warming up and running out, and the best game was Grand Oaks.
Coach Houston, what do you think was the best thing or the best part of the season to you?
For me, it's always about building culture. So I believe that with everything going on, the COVID, the adjustments, we were still able to make it to the playoffs for the third year in a row. And so just overcoming all of the obstacles, taking ownership of the team and realizing, hey, it's our responsibility to make sure that we stay safe and make it through this season, because the ultimate goal is to make it to the playoffs. So that was the best part, because we were able to do that because of them.
Right, which is really a big accomplishment to me, I think. But thank you guys so much for sharing. Next up, we will talk about the team's growth, and right after this break.
Are you interested in new recipes to make for you and your family? Well, worry no longer. KTIG has started the new show segment, Cooking with Culinary, to help show great food that the Culinary makes so you can try at home. As always, CHS, remember, the secret to any great dish is love.
Welcome back, guys. Now we want to shift a little and talk about the team's growth. So Coach Houston, how has the team's growth from this season, how has the team grown from this season, from season to season, honestly? Like, how has the team grown?
I think one of the best things is that now it's kind of expected to win and make it out of district. So coming into every season, we talk about 3 seasons. You have the preseason where we're playing games, trying to work out all the kinks, tournaments, except for this year we didn't have any tournaments. And then you get to district, that's your second season where you're focused on winning games, protecting home court, which I think we do a great job of, and that's thanks to all of you guys that come and support us. And then you make it to your third season. So we grow from season to season, and I think now it's expected to always make it to that third season.
Right.
So that's something that I'm really proud of.
You have to keep threading the needle through it. I'm knowing. So Sarah, how much work goes into conditioning in order to grow?
Well, I mean, you gotta show up to every practice. You gotta be there, no excuses whatsoever. And every drill, you gotta go 100%, because if you're not, then you're just wasting your time. And for me personally, I also put in work outside of basketball, like outside of the Conroe practices. And so I think that definitely helps with the conditioning and just getting better overall.
Yeah, just the extra little steps that you do outside, it does help. So Danny, what does it take for the team to work together?
Communication. I say communication is like the biggest key if you're ever playing on a team.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because we're all females. So we do need to have it needs to be big on communication. I think we did a pretty good job at talking about what we're doing. Like on the court, we had good talk times, and a lot of people help each other. We helped each other. So I think communication is one pretty big key.
So what is the biggest challenge when it comes to team building?
Well, as Danny said, we're a program full of girls, and we all have, attitudes, sometimes bad days, myself included. And it's just like a family. You don't always get along with your brothers and sisters, and so you have to find a way to talk to one another. You have to find a way to accept when you're wrong and receive that, make adjustments. And we talk a lot about it's not what they say, but how they say it.
Right.
And you have to have good leaders, because the leaders are usually the ones that do everything that is asked of them. And so they kind of get the green light to be the second coach.
Right.
And so for us, we talk a lot about who's the leader, following the leader, and if you are the leader, making sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to make them want to follow you. And then, as Sarah said, you just got to come to work every day.
Keep pushing it. So how much better can the team get, and what will it take to get there?
I'd say commitment. 'Cause I feel like once you go into a team and it's you're in high school, that takes a different level of commitment. Like you have to be mentally, physically, and emotionally ready to take on a big part and a big job. So yeah.
Next up, we will talk about the next year right after our daily announcements.
Physical Day is during the school day on Tuesday, April 20th at CHS Main Campus and Thursday, April 22nd at CHS 9th grade campus. All students must register by Thursday, April 8th in order to get a physical on either day. Any students who plan to be in athletics, drill team, cheer, band, or ROTC during the 2021-22 school year will need a physical. The cost is $20, payable online when registering, or cash check the day of physicals. Use the following QR code to register. Attention students, do you love reading and writing? Are you a distinguished student and member of your community? Would you like the opportunity to promote literacy and earn scholarships? If yes, then the National English Honor Society is accepting applications for membership. If you are interested, ask your English teacher for more information. Applications must be submitted by April 12th to be considered for membership. We want to congratulate this week's Teacher of the Week, Mrs. Shuttle, one of our AG teachers. She was nominated by Andrea Perdomo. If you see her around, make sure to say congrats. Please congratulate the following students who all received awards at the Conroe Art League Spring Show this past Saturday. Maggie Cooper placed 3rd with her Plant of Life in the Sculpture Division and 3rd with Deep Sea in the Handicraft Division. Emma Roscoe placed 1st with Cal Valley in the Sculpture Division and 1st honorable mention with Stardust Sunrise in the Painting Division. Lastly, Lily Roto placed 2nd with Bella and 3rd with the Red Pony in the Drawing Division. 2nd with The Beginning in the Sculpture Division, and 1st with No Potato Hot Dish, and 2nd with Favorable Misfortune in the Handicraft Division, as well as Best of All Show for all of high school with No Potato Hot Dish. This week's College of the Week is San Jacinto College. SJC is a 2-year community college system located in the Houston area. It is ranked as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. Find your passion with more than 200 degrees and certificates such as auto collision repair, cosmetology, culinary, real estate, and many more. Students who attend SJC will also have the benefit of attending smaller classes while saving money with affordable tuition, financial aid, and student scholarships. Balance school, work, and home life with a flexible schedule and get help every step of the way. From admissions and enrollment to financial aid and tutoring, at San Jacinto College, you will have a clear path to success. This week is Happiness Week, sponsored by the Leo Club. Today's happiness fact is, engaging in acts of kindness produces endorphins, the brain's natural painkiller.
To close out today's show, we wanted to talk about what the next year will be like. So, what are your plans for after high school?
So I'm wanting to play in college, looking at a couple schools. So right now I just gotta get some more information about them and just hopefully make a decision soon.
Danny?
Same thing. I think I'm going to college and playing ball in college, but, gotta fill out my options or whatnot.
So what do you say has helped you on the team, or what did you learn on the team that will help you in the future?
Anger management. I'd say controlling how I feel.
Controlling how you feel?
At the beginning of the season, I didn't do a good job with that. So I got better throughout the season, with lovely help of my coach.
Competing with my teammates. I feel like when there's that same level of competition between two teammates, it pushes the other one constantly and it just makes you better.
Most definitely. So when does the next season start?
Now. Sometimes I wear a shirt that says basketball never stops. And it's true because, there are lots of ladies that are now moving over to summer basketball. But as far as Conroe High, we'll start having open gyms here in the spring. We'll do things in the summer, which, the ladies come up and they work out. Then when next school year begins, more open gyms, working out, and we officially begin the 3rd week of October with after-school practices, and then it's full steam ahead after that.
So real quick, what would you say to someone that is interested in joining the team next season?
If you're not 100% committed to the team's best interest, then just don't bother with it, because we don't need anybody to bring this team down. Just because we've gone to playoffs 3 years in a row, we've been successful in district, we don't need to take a step back from that.
Right. Danny, do you have anything to add?
I hope you have thick skin.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna need some thick skin. You need to take criticism and just hard love, cause it's fun though. I had fun. Y'all should do it.
Well, that is all the time we have for Real Talk. Guests, thank you so much for being here today to talk to us about basketball. Viewers, thanks so much for watching. Also, make sure to stay tuned to KTIG's YouTube channel for another episode of Real Talk coming soon. And don't forget, Conner High School, be the reason someone smiles today.